It's a new Kirblog today on lots of video games. Let's talk all about E3. Yeah. All right, gonna make this as quick as I can. I'm literally recording this within the hour before this goes up. Just quick little thoughts on everything of this year's E3. Really enjoyable, well done presentations all around. This is probably the most enjoyable an E3 has been for me in a long time. I was reminding myself that apparently I didn't even do an E3 Kirblog last year. I think because I was reminded of, well, I don't really care too much about most of what the other companies were showing, and they were only showing really the Breath of the Wild for the Nintendo stuff, which is, Nintendo is mainly what I'm around E3 for. So I just didn't really have a whole lot to say. But I got to say, this time around, even with the companies that I wasn't like super enthused about or don't usually care about too much or whatever, it's just nice to not feel jaded and just be happy for good stuff happening for everyone. I mean, even if I'm not personally interested in a lot of these games, just seeing all of these different presentations and seeing how these companies are, showing off a lot of this great stuff and being happy for other people and in new games for them to be excited about. Even if I don't necessarily I'm not into that series or whatever. Oh, but that looks really cool, and I that's really cool for people who are into that, etc. And just in general, watching these every year is always a blast. This year I had Team 4 Star providing some fun commentary on their Twitch stream while I was watching the first couple days worth of presentations. The Nintendo one, which I just watched this morning on the day that this comes out, I watched without commentary just because I wanted to experience it normally. But so I guess to start off with, as far as the EA one goes, I'm going to keep these pretty quick bullet points. The only real thing on the EA stream that I was really all that interested in was A Way Out, for it being, I guess, technically an indie title with the EA Originals or whatever it is. Yeah, that looked really cool. I definitely the most on run-of-the-mill sort of thing. Again, not to say that the other stuff that EA showed was bad, but that was the one thing that kind of stuck out to me. Not much to say else about that one. Microsoft conference, aside from the talk about the fucking car in the beginning, this one was actually really well done. This was one of the, if not maybe the best Microsoft conference I can recall seeing at E3 in the last several years. Again, a lot of updates to game series that I'm not personally into. That A Lucky's Tale thing was hilarious in terms of, well, this looks like it might be a fun game if I had any interest in owning an Xbox, whatever the fuck they're calling it, the new version of the system or whatever. My God, though, that dope-ass DBZ game by the Blaze Blue Guilty Gear guys, I need that shit immediately. If I hopefully get myself a PS4, maybe for the holiday this year, I would love to try that out and probably be fucking horrendous at it. But I'm very, very curious to see that. I love the animation style. I am hopeful that there will be a relatively small roster of characters, comparatively to other DBZ games, and have more emphasis on them just being very different and individualized. I'm so happy that different forms are not individual characters, for Christ's sake. Yeah, overall, that looks great. That's the main thing from the Microsoft conference I was interested in. I missed the PC showcase the following day, unfortunately. However, I was happy to hear that A Hat in Time was showcased, which is awesome. Little, just quick showing of it. Not much else to comment on it. I actually just worked with the lovely Mr. Sungwon Cho, Viner extraordinaire. Well, one Vine existed. On a new character for that game, and that's going to be coming out later this year. So a little pluggity plug for that. But really excited about that game, and happy to see that it got some attention at E3 again this year. Sony was probably the biggest highlight for most people. Lots of cool stuff. Really happy for all the Beyond Good and Evil fans. Totally don't know anything about that game, but that new trailer looked really cool, and glad to see that was a really, really, really long time coming for that. As far as Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, I've been following a lot of the complaints about that stuff. I get it. I understand. Well, as far as the models go, I mean, I don't know what the fuck happened with that. That's really strange and kind of a bummer. As far as the character roster goes, it seems like that leaked list may not be the case because there was Black Panther and Zero and a couple other characters that we didn't see on that list before. Honestly, though, the big thing that I'm interested in this game for, and that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to buy it, but I really want to see what the story mode is going to look like. The fact that they're like fully animated cutscenes and stuff that's a little bit more in depth than just like the ending little comic things from the previous MVC games. And also fully admit, because of just, X and Zero getting a lot of highlight. And I'm not even big into the X series itself, but I just, seeing more Mega Man stuff is admittedly pretty cool, because otherwise the franchise is just kind of, it's, what else is there to say about it? Oh, I'm such a dumbass. I'm skipping over my notes and didn't even say anything about Ubisoft. Ubisoft conference was also really, really good. Had probably the most interested I've been in that conference in a while, and not just because of Mario and Rabbids. Overall, it was a really good conference. I'll get to Mario and Rabbids in a little while. Back on the Sony stuff, though. Sad for no Final Fantasy VII or Kingdom Hearts 3, but, Tokyo Game Show, as Lanny pointed out, will most likely be where the focus is on that. That said, holy shit, I have watched that new Kingdom Hearts trailer like 1,000 times already. Like, it's out of this world. I actually may do another Kingdom Hearts related Kirblog closer to the D23 Expo, not about the actual world and trailer reveal or whatever, or maybe I might. I don't know. I wanted to do something kind of related to Kingdom Hearts again, like kind of around that time, but whatever. We'll get to that in a month from now. But also happy to hear that from a month from now, we're already going to get more actual news on that. But the trailer looks great. The gameplay looks fantastic. If it's, like I was saying in the Fragmentary Passage thing, if it's anything like that, I'm so in. All right, moving on to Nintendo. Very quick with the opening direct, but the Treehouse is literally going on as I'm speaking. In fact, while I'm recording this, the Mario and Rabbids game is being talked about. Even just looking at the footage of it, like as I'm speaking, I'm seeing the Treehouse direct, and look, I don't know. I know I can't really defend the Rabbids characters. I understand that the world seems to just see them as like, proto-minions or whatever, or like the reason for why Rayman didn't have his own games for a long time or whatever. I don't mind them. I think they're cute. I'm not like a hardcore Rabbids fan or whatever. I only played the first Rayman Raving Rabbids game for Wii like 10 some years ago or whatever, but this game in general, and even it's funny seeing how like conflicted people are with like loving or hating, the existence of this game, inherently with, but it's very charming with, the vibrant colors and the really cool animations and the unique gameplay and everything. Apparently it's just XCOM, with Mario and Rabbids characters, which, that's really fucking clever and interesting and different, and I'm excited to see how it turns out, I'm not even really into tactics games. I haven't even played Disgaea. I don't even know if I'm going to get Disgaea 5 for the Switch, believe it or not, even though I'm fucking in it. But I may try that genre for the first time out, if I pick it up in the summer. In fact, flat out, with how many cool things are coming out, I may get a Switch this summer. I may finally just bunker down and get the fucking system already, because I was going to wait until the holiday for that, maybe choosing between that or a PS4, but I might just get one soon because there's so much good stuff happening. Just good, quick, totally fine opening direct. I know some people were like, oh, what the fuck? But as I was expecting, because the Treehouse stream is going for days and days on end, it's like, no, that's not surprising. Really, really happy for Metroid fans. That is awesome to hear about both Prime 4, which I'm assuming is going to be retro if the Game Explain guys are correct in predicting that. I don't see who else would be doing it. And unexpectedly, the cool little Metroid 2 remake, which I actually might pick that up. I've never been a fan of the Prime games. I totally appreciate them from afar, but I'm not into them personally. But I really love the 2D ones. Fusion is fantastic, and Zero Mission. I might pick up the Metroid 2 remake. Looks really, really good, and I'm pretty okay at those. I should also play Super Metroid at some point. I still never have. Fire Emblem Warriors, featuring, I guess without giving names, because I know they can't confirm anything until the game is out, but featuring voices of half the fucking people in town that I know, which was amazing and looks cool and good for Fire Emblem fans as well. Oh, by the way, also the Undertale trailer with the familiar narrator doing the burning in hell. That was quite nice. So And good for Toby on getting Undertale on consoles. That's fucking awesome. Oh, and a side note, of course, finally, fuck's sake, Switch Pokemon game confirmed for probably next year, along with eventually the Diamond and Pearl remake once they, put out Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and Poke Tournament and all that stuff. What I'm expecting is probably something along the lines of like a Pokemon Coliseum type of thing. I think Stars is not a thing that may actually happen, but maybe something in equivalence of that. I'm gonna reserve judgment until I see exactly what Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are all about. If they're gonna be like Black and White 2 or like the yellow type equivalent game or whatever. But happy that there's gonna be a Switch game. I'm sure it was gonna happen eventually, so that's cool. And the fact that it's going to be like an RPG is awesome. So yay, awesome. Anyway, on to the big reasons why the two big reasons why I'm going to be eventually getting a Switch. Whether it's sooner or later. Sonic and Mario. Real quick about Sonic Mania. Mania looks great. Going to get that very soon. Force has been following the stream footage that the Sega guys have been talking about with all that. It all looks fun. It all looks super cool. I just saw the new trailer that just came out like literally minutes before I started recording this, with all the villains coming back and this like infinite like Mephiles guy or whatever, and like Chaos is there, and and like the gameplay for the custom hero character looks really cool. Seeing more of that. Still pissed that I can't be a fucking bat. God damn it. But overall, looks to be great. Looks to be just as good as I was expecting it to be with the Generations engine and all that stuff. And Mario Odyssey, just so much to say about that one. But my God, the new trailer with the fucking song by Pauline and all these levels, the new little bits of stuff that we got to see, and that this is even just a small taste of it. I feel like I'm gonna, with how busy I am with how much shit that I've got to do, I feel like I'm gonna blink and it's gonna be the holiday season. I'm gonna have this game, and yet at the same time, I still wish that it was sooner rather than later, but I shouldn't because I have a lot to do. And kind of on that note too, it's funny. You'd think that with now my about to be diving into all this gaming shit with Tome and everything, that I would be succumbing to being more jaded about the video game industry in general, and just this whole event, and about, well, why did they show this or whatever. I mean, like, I don't know. I do take some hilarity out of watching all the people like whining or whatever, and like being angry about what happens and what doesn't happen or whatever. But meanwhile, I'm over in my fucking corner here being happy and excited about everything, and it's nice. Like this that's why I think I've enjoyed this E3 more than a lot of the other ones that I've witnessed in the past few years, because just everything is making me feel really positive. Like all this stuff is really, really exciting, and I'm glad to be happy and excited about all this stuff in the first place. In fact, all this stuff combined with the fact that I'm going to be having to do a lot more, research and just playing games again, as I should be, because people know I haven't really been making time for a whole lot of games in the last several years. Like I really only get maybe like 3 or 4 new games every year now. So I'm excited to have a lot of stuff that I want to play and that I want to get these systems for in the first place. So I don't know. I'm happy to be happy about this. I had a really good time. I'm going to continue to watch the Treehouse stream and follow all this stuff. I'm hoping that I'll get to see some of my friends that are in from out of town for E3 this year if I get the chance. Fingers crossed, but we'll see what happens. Either way, two very important announcements that I want to end this Kirblog with real quick before we finish. So first of all, actually another little plug about the OKKO Let's Play Heroes game coming out to tie in with the new Cartoon Network series OKKO Let's Be Heroes, which I'm happy to say today, that on the time that this comes out, I'm going to have a link in the description. You can watch the first 6 episodes of OKKO on the Cartoon Network app and on the website. And it's awesome. I don't know if I'm in any of the episodes yet. I have to go check them out for myself to make sure. But I am featured as several characters in the show, and I'll probably officially make a tweet about what characters that I play later on Twitter or something with some pictures and stuff. But see if you can pick me out from a couple episodes. We'll see. Either way, check that out. Those are up on the Cartoon Network website and the app right now. I'll have a link to them in the description. And I hope you look forward to the Capybara Games OKKO game coming out very soon as well. So, and other little cool announcement. In fact, if you're listening to this, then you're going to get a little bit of a jump start on if you want to suggest any questions or any ideas or anything. Tomorrow around this time, actually, that this video is going to be coming out, myself and hopefully, if he'll be awake to join me, ShadyVox, the voice of the Pages on Yooka-Laylee, the two of us will be interviewing Chris Sutherland, who's the director of Yooka-Laylee, and also, of course, worked on many, many fantastic classic rare games of the Donkey Kong Country series and Banjo-Kazooie and all that stuff. We're going to be interviewing him over Skype, so if you have any questions for Chris Sutherland about game development or Yooka-Laylee or classic rare games or anything, leave a comment about that. In addition to your general thoughts about E3, let me know, and perhaps we'll include one of your questions in the interview. So that's going to do it for now. Just a quick little Kirblog about E3 and everything. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to continue watching the Treehouse stream. And so look forward to the Chris Sutherland interview Kirblog coming out this Saturday at noon during the usual Kirblog will be out. And then more cool stuff for the rest of this month that I'll be able to talk about relatively soon. So look forward to that. And thanks for listening and watching, and keep on playing and blah, blah, blah. And I'll be your one-up girl.